What's up guys, I'm Olivia and you're watching Drivin and Vibin. Today we kind of just wanted to update you guys on what's been going on with us, how we've been liking the Airstream after living in it for 3 months, how parenthood has been treating us, and just where we're staying right now in the area, so stay tuned. So we're coming to you now from Gulf Shores, Alabama, which is just about 45 minutes away from where we were last camped at the Escapees RV Park in Summerdale. And now we're at the Island Retreat RV Park, and it's been a really nice change of scenery. We were at that last park, the Escapees Park, for like 2.5 months as we got settled in with the baby and just figuring things out, getting our bearings. But after we felt confident taking care of a baby and getting back to our normal life, we wanted to change our backyard. So we moved down to Gulf Shores, and it's been really nice to just be around so many shopping options, and it seems like there's just so much more to do down here. We're not out in the middle of nowhere. As much as we loved the Escapees Park and how big the spots were, this is kind of just a little bit more exciting for us to get out and about again. And it definitely has us feeling like full-time RVers again, even though we're not really traveling, just being in an RV park around other RVers. It feels good to be able to talk to people that live the same lifestyle as us. And it gives us the illusion that we're traveling and we're getting one step closer to getting back out on the road. If you have ever been to Gulf Shores before, you know that it's just a beautiful area. This park is gorgeous, as you can see. We'll make a video about this park later if you want to know more about it. But what we really love about being here in this park specifically is there is this really nice trail that runs along in front of the park, and it stretches all the way down Fort Morgan Road, even connects to the state park, and you can even take it to the beach from there. We don't have the stamina to make it that far, but we definitely go on daily walks with the baby. This is like her perfect nap time. She's snoozing away right now. And we get our exercise and get to stretch a bit, so it's a win-win. So a lot of you have been wondering how we've been adjusting to the Airstream and what it's been like with the baby, and so we kind of just wanted to tell you our thoughts after living in it for 3 months and some of the pros and cons and expectations versus reality. And so far we've been loving it. It definitely does feel a little bit more cramped with all the baby stuff in there. It can get really cluttered really quickly. So in the morning we can clean it up and it looks great and spacious, and by the evening there's stuff everywhere because, you know, baby stuff, there's so much more than you even realize. And we don't really have any extra storage for ourselves because all of the new storage we created got filled with baby things. When we originally got the Argosy and designed it, we didn't have a baby in mind at the time, so it has definitely been a little bit of an adjustment, but everything has worked out well. We found places for everything to fit. So as long as we get really diligent about putting everything back in its place immediately after we use it, then it's not a problem. But that just goes for RV life in general, I think, because we live in tiny spaces and we have to stay on top of it or things can get out of control quickly. So a lot of people want to know where the baby's sleeping. She is not in the bench crib area yet. Just we felt it was a little too large and too far away from us right in the beginning in this newborn stage. So she has like a travel pack and play crib that we have right next to the bed. Like the end of it kind of we push up under the counter, and it's out of the way enough that it's not an issue. It does take up some floor space though, for sure. We just put one of the stools at the desk in storage so that we would have room. But when she gets a little bit bigger, she'll transition over to the bigger crib area, and we will have to figure out some sort of baby gate thing by then so that she stays safe and secure over there. At first, when we brought the baby home, we thought we would never leave the house and we were terrified to go do anything. But we realize now more and more she is happier the more out and about we are. She sleeps the best when we are going to the grocery store or going on a ride in the car or going shopping. She loves to be in the stroller and bounce around, going on car rides. If we stay at home all day, she is a grumpy camper. So we try to just live our normal lives and get out and do the things we would normally do. And so it's been really great in this past month to just kind of feel like regular people again, and not be so afraid now that she's a little bit older and her immune system's getting a little bit better. We're still pretty cautious around big crowds of people, but she's been having fun. She's at a really cool stage where she recognizes people and really wants to be entertained and play. So it's fun to see her interacting with our families and her grandmothers. So it's a fun time right now. She's going through a lot of developmental changes. Since we've been in Gulf Shores, there's been a lot of fun new eating options for us and shopping options, but we've barely scratched the surface really. Even though we're from the area, we haven't done a lot of the fun touristy things to do around here. So we kind of plan on playing tourist for a little while and going on some adventures here. We might take the ferry over to Dauphin Island and just go explore around some different things that have been recommended to us. We definitely want to make videos about that when we go do that. And a lot of you have asked how I've been doing. Thank you so much for asking. I am doing great. I'm feeling great. It's nice to be moving and getting some exercise and feeling like myself again. It's amazing how much stamina I have now that I'm not pregnant. Doing a shell-off renovation while pregnant is definitely not recommended, but now I feel totally energized and love being a mom, and it's just been a really exciting experience, and we appreciate all of you who have supported us through this journey into parenthood and sent little things for Nora. That was super, super sweet of you all. And so I'm going to transfer it over to Kyle now, and he's going to talk to you about some things about like towing the Airstream and other observations and thoughts he's had along the way. So now we're gonna switch and I'll let him push the carrier for a while.
Instead of switching to Nora in the stroller, I went ahead and got Rib out of the Airstream. Now Olivia's got Nora in the carrier. She falls asleep immediately when she's in there. So quick family stroll right now, making sure River gets a lot of love too. We try not to neglect her having the baby now, but you know, sometimes it's just hard to all get out and walk during a rainy day. Either way, as far as towing the rig down to Gulf Shores, it was about 25 miles from our last campsite. The truck handled it very well, and my favorite aspect of it all is that the Airstream just floats down the road. None of our pictures have fallen off the walls. We haven't had any cupboards open up because it's just not getting like the same jarring movement that the Fiberstream would get when we hit a bump. So that's really awesome. I look forward to putting it to the test on a longer travel day though, because we really haven't done serious miles with it or taken it over any big mountain passes. So we'll see what happens in those situations. But that brings me to our travel plans. Like we've been saying for a while, January is really when we're gonna hit the road down to Florida, maybe make it down to the Keys, definitely hang out with friends. And that's really all going to happen in January. We know that November and December, with the holidays, being around grandparents with Nora, it's just a special time. We're not trying to rush that. We're not really itching to hit the road, but we know that it's coming in January. So that's pretty exciting. One more thing I want to let you guys in on is our kind of business plan lately, because I know you haven't seen a lot of YouTube videos. We've really been trying to learn our rhythm of life again as being parents, you know, traveling, living in the Airstream. So the videos have been slow coming, but you might have noticed that we've been doing a lot of blog posts. Olivia and I really want to put a lot more effort into our blog. So kind of the blog and the YouTube channel work together as one. So thank you guys for joining us today. And thank you, Olivia, for being back on the camera.
Happy to be back and good to, you know, catch up with you guys. And Nora is happy to see you guys too. And hopefully we'll be seeing you more lately.
All right, guys, later on.
Bye, guys.